Welcome everyone, you're with Julia Morrison-Smith and welcome to my channel. Fantastic to be back in the chair again and chatting to you. So today we're going to go on a healing journey. Now this healing journey will take us into one of my clients. His name is Joshy B and he's a 28-year-old man, Australian man, and he has Italian background. So that's all I know. What we want to do is to identify what's happening for him on whatever level. We're going to go into that energy so you can see, understand, you can feel what he's going through. And then we're going to move into the third phase, which is to help to remove the blockage, remove the energy that needs to be passed on, understood. There's many different facets to the healing process. So it'll be different for everyone. We may bring the healing energy in and to bring through physical healing, mental, emotional, spiritual. So what we'll do is we'll see what comes up. It's a little bit of a mystery and I hope you enjoy the journey. All right, so I'm just moving into Josh. I connect with the universal energy, the divine source. So the energy that's all around us, the life force that we survive in. Okay, so I'm just moving into that energy. I also receive help from higher level beings of light come forward to work with me and to work with so it varies. It's different for every client who comes through, but knowing that we work in the purest of light and intention. All right, so just going into Josh. So as I'm just tapping into him now, I'm just going to connect and touch base with him, and I'm starting to physically feel the energy of his body and the nervousness. So there's a quickening happening within me, and I'm feeling an anxiety. I'm seeing him visually in my mind. I'm seeing him as always on the go, quick moving. He's quite slender, slim build, doesn't hold on to his weight, so he's burning off. He's got high metabolism, so he's on the go. He's quick. I sort of got the feeling he was a hairdresser there just for a moment. It's like he's on the go, he's busy. So just moving in to connect with him a little bit more. So just to show you what it's like to tap into the personality of Josh and to make sure that I'm connecting where I need to. Josh is a little bit quick with his judgment. There's a little bit of a sharpness in his attitude, a little bit of an intolerance of those that it's a bit of like a judgment, a little bit judgmental. He's gets a little bit angry, so there's a lot of, not just a little bit, so there's a bit of anger issues in his, and as soon as I say that, I'm feeling that in the solar plexus. Okay, so I'm connecting with that energy of anger. So I'm just asking just to make sure that we're getting ourselves straight to the point. We don't want a video that's going to go all day, so we just I want to show you and describe to you how the energy works with people and what affects people and why it affects people. Okay, so I'm feeling and seeing his heart center. There's quite a lot of pain build up in his heart center. holds a lot of his anxiety in his solar plexus, but there's anger in his heart from emotional breakdown. So from emotions, relationships, past relationships that he's had. Okay, so he doesn't want... I feel that I can see other men. I feel that Josh is connects with a lot of men. I'll just see at what level. Okay, so Josh is in a male relationship, and I can feel, I can hear him feeling that this is a lot of pressure for him to maintain and be what other people want him to be, and that he's not showing people who he really is. He's very guarded, and this is this feeling of being quite cut off. So he's not showing people. He's not being honest. He's not opening up. So he's very guarded, and closed off. Okay, so let's see. Do I need to? So I'm just going to go in and I've sort of gone into that energy as well. So we'll go in a little bit more into how he's coping and how he's feeling and what the impact that this is having on his body. Okay, now as soon as I've said that, I feel quite a lot of pain pushing up under the rib cage. He's living a lifestyle that it's a front. It's a front for him. He can't be himself. He's got to maintain a standard. He's got to maintain a status within his community, and it doesn't sit well in his body. So he's acting one way, but his body's not really coping with how that's making him feel. So if I just do a little bit of a double check with the physical elements, it's more of a mental level for Josh. He's always thinking. It's like the thoughts are always going in his brain. Quite disconnected from the heart in a way. I can see that due to past pain, he's become quite hard and guarded and not been honest. Definitely not honest in the relationship or relationships that he has with people. He's not really open and showing. They're seeing sort of a very abrupt, not the caring side of Josh. Okay. The mental anguish is really creating a lot of stress and anxiety in his body. He's thinking about what people think, just about everything actually. He gets quite involved with Facebook. There's a lot of pressure for him in Facebook, and as my solar plexus feels like it's going to explode open. All right, so just moving a little bit more. Do I need to touch base? I'm just seeing if I can show you or go into any other aspects of what he's dealing with. There's a lot of it's all about status. It's all about how he looks, how he presents himself. It's a lot of pressure It's so much pressure. There's so much anxiety, mental anguish as well. So it's the depth. There's so much thought, like too much thought. Because when we overthink, it's, you know, thoughts are going over and over and over and over. It becomes quite painful in the body. Physically, we might be having headaches. He deals with that. He has way too much coffee. I'm seeing him drink the coffee, and he's overstimulating his body. So he's giving himself that rush on the caffeine just to keep up with the speed of where his brain's at, where his thoughts at, because it's all very fast, all very quick. So we're going to, I'm going to pop him in a beam of light, okay, we're just going to clear the energy space, bring the healing energy into the mind, clear the stress. The anxiety is being created by the mind. The heart seems to be not really coming into play here. I can't feel the heart, but I'm really feeling the anxiety, the constant pressure of what he feels he needs to be, what he needs to put forward, the image that he needs the image that he needs to create all the time. It doesn't shut off. Okay, so just let's moving into the healing part of this and see if we can shift this energy out of the solar plexus. Okay, so I'm going to take a deep breath for Josh now Josh has been brought to me by the powers that be. Okay, Josh is a client from Spirit. I'll be bringing clients forward to work in this way. It's something that I've wanted to do for quite a long time, and the time is now. So random people will be given a gift from Spirit. Okay, and Josh has been chosen. So this is number one of the healing journey. So it is nice to be able to give and to help others. So hopefully this helps Josh on his journey to recognize who he is and to value his self-worth. Okay, so Spirit are bringing now, and should have said this in the beginning, that permission is always been granted by the higher self. Okay, because as I take these journeys, this man is crying out for help, needs the support. Okay, so this is the gift from Spirit. Okay, so going back to Josh and bringing into the healing, going into his head, the headaches, too much coffee, overthinking over and over, like it's not being able to switch off. So taking that energy from the top of the head, I'm going to bring that energy down through the body, and I'm going to get that stress shifting out down through the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet, moving that energy through the body, just clearing the mind, just calming the farm, allowing those thoughts just to subside, calming that energy, bringing that energy down through the body, just with the breath. So the body has many energy centers. The body is just energy. But for us to understand how it all ties together, I use the example of the energy center of the solar plexus. So we're going to draw that energy out, all that stored. So now as I'm feeling that straight away, I can see this dark flow of energy, and I'm moving that up into the light. All his stress, it's also moving down through the body, out through the soles of his feet, palms of his hands, but more coming down through into, and I can feel that grounding energy coming up for him as we speak. So just allowing that flow of energy. I'm drawing that energy out of the body, because as we build it, it collects. Okay. Also, as you know, it can work in other areas, which I'll go into on my next healing journey. So I'm drawing that energy that he is just storing. So he's just drawing this energy, and he's pulling that energy into his body, which creates the block, which affects, our internal, vitality. Okay, the flow of energy through our bodies. Now, as I'm saying that, I'm feeling that energy shifting through the body. It's where the intention is. The intention is to move the energy out of the body, calm the headspace, clear the mind. And it's to flush out a little bit of caffeine out of the body. I'm not going to be able to stop him from doing that, and he likes a cigarette, but that's okay. That's okay. We just shift that body just to help him get through another day, to calm the body, relax the body. It might be enough for him to rethink, what do I want for myself? Make some better, different decisions about his position socially as well. I feel like he's got a little bit more time dealing with this, and it's going to take a bit of time before that light bulb flicks on for him and the transition takes place. But it's all part of the learning and all part of the journey. So I'm feeling that energy coming through the body. I'm going to leave him in this space, and I'm going to continue to just make sure that he's nice and clear, and I'm feeling that energy shifting. And I will work on the heart center after the video. So I hope that you've enjoyed this healing journey. This is my very first healing journey that I've presented, and I hope to be doing them each week, and love to get your feedback, love the thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. So thank you for joining me. All the details will be in the video. Until next time, you're with Julia Morrison Smith, and blessings from Spirit. Cheers.